Okay, welcome to part two of our Beethoven virus series. Now, last video we have created a note flight score, or we've set up a score to copy the Beethoven virus score straight into it. Now, if you remember, we created 33 bars, and I think what we did was to create um, yeah, so this is the reminder from the last video. We went to the formatting and we looked at sizing and we reduced the size to 4 or 4.4, didn't we? There are many things we also did. We put the title in. We looked at the time signature and the tempo, which I still haven't fixed. It should be at 162. Um, So just to recap, um, it is quite important that we set up, especially when we're copying the score straight into NoteFlight, that we have to arrange the bar numbers in the same way as we see from the original. So we did that through various menus. Now it was called the layout. So at the moment we've got the score, the edit, tempo, measure. Now what we need to do is start adding notes, and we're going to use duration. So click duration, and the very first rest that we see is the half rest. Now with Note Flight, what we need to do is, now if we click this, now something happened here. I need to click the top hat. Now you need to click the next one and change that to the eighth rest or quaver rest. And then once you click the rest, I can add the notes in. So that's quite tricky. Now if you have a look at the first bar, now this is where a lot of the students get hung up on the fact that we've got three notes that are joined. So we have to get rid of the first note. Well, we have to break it up. So we're going to go to what's called note. Nope, not note. I think we need to go to rhythm. So we have to find the rhythm from our menu. So click rhythm. And there are two tabs that we can have a look at. If we can find rhythm, we've got start beam and continue beam. So we're going to uncheck one of them. So if we click the first note and go, yep, so we unhighlight the start beam, we're going to break up the beaming for the first one. It's not life or death if you don't get it right, but okay, let's continue. So next one is a dotted crotchet or dotted quarter note. So we need to find the quarter note rest. Click that, and then see when you see the note head, we write that. Now here's your rhythm dot. Remember to use the rhythm dot, not the staccato. So we've got that. It's 1.5 beats. Now we need a quarter note here. Oh, not a quarter note, quaver. Eighth note. So click. So be very accurate with the placings of your note head. You've got to be right on top of the rest. So here's your another dotted crotchet or dotted quarter note, and then we've got a eighth note there. So make sure you also get the right location. So it's mainly on note flight, you got to click the note. Doesn't matter if you get the wrong note, you can change the note value or the duration after you click. Now here's what's called a tie. So here's a tie under duration. So click that tie, and then we've got another A there. Now tie occurs when you have the same pitch. Now I've got two half notes, so don't worry, you can change it later. So that's how you enter notes in Note Flight. So right, I'm going to add the 16th note, and there's your, so we have an accidental on G, we need a G sharp. So to find this, we need to find the pitch menu. So under pitch, so notice how Okay, so we've got the sharp accidental. So if you click the arrow that goes sideways, you can actually make it longer. Yep, so hide the ones that we don't need. So there's your sharp. So click the note G and then you've got the G sharp there. Okay, and then we're going to break up um, that beaming using the rhythm function. And then here's your E. Okay, 4 E's. So we're doing the top line. And so it's basically just looking at the notes and matter of copying these. So what we'll do is I'll just continue writing this. Won't do the whole thing just yet. After this, we're going to have to add some extra stuff there on the score. Okay, so we continue writing this in. And then we've got bar 7 there. It's an E and A, right? And then we've got A there, and then change it to half a beat there, eighth note. Then we continue. Yeah, it's just a shame that you can't hear the notes, but yeah, just the recording doesn't allow me to record while I do this. Okay, now I think we're nearly there. One of the tricks that I like using, if you notice, there's a repetition. So a repetition, okay, so we're going to break up the beam again, so using that. Rather than writing it all out again, I'm going to copy and paste, because that part there is identical. So, okay, so in order to do that, you go Command C or Control C, and you paste it. Control V. So in bar 10, you can just copy and paste. And I think if you have a look, that bit there, bars 3 and 4, and even bar 5. So what you do is you hold down Shift, and you can choose multiple bars. And what you do is again Command C, and then bar 11, Command V or Control V. And the last thing that I do is just on bar 17, I just need to add the A at the end. So I'm up to bar 17 and I see an A right there. Okay.